Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Ashmita here. In this video, we are going to get started with Python programming. Python code is shorter than the code which is written in any other languages because even for printing just a simple statements, we have to use the header files for C, C++ in other programming languages. It's much larger and means that we have to write the main function, then we have to write the statements of printing and all those things. But in Python, it is very simple. For example, if you want to print the hello world, and what we have to do, just we have to write in the print, then we have to write hello world in the double quotes. That's it. You have to write this simple line of code to print. There is no semicolon at the end of it, and there is no printf. Therefore, there is no cin and cout. It's just simple. As we write in English print, we have to write like that. Only it is much easier. And you can see that Python code is much shorter than C and C++ in other languages, but other codes are also very short in Python, and it is like a English syntax. It makes Python more easy to learn by the other programmers and the other students also. It's much easier. Non-technical students can also learn this. We have to just first we have to initialize, then we have to print the statements and all. We have to use the header files, whereas in the C++ also we will be doing the same process. We have to initialize, then we have to print using the cout, then we have to return if we are using the main function and all. So but in Python we have to not do all those things. It is easy to write. So that's why it's much easier to learn. Next, we are going to execute our Python code. We'll be using the Google Colab. It is an online platform, so no need of installing any software or other installation process is not there. You have to go to the Google Chrome and you can type there Google Colab, and we can start doing our Python codes in that. So this is our Google Colab. You have to go to the Google Chrome and type in the search button like Google Colab. So this is the first link where we have to open. You can search like research.google.com, and you have to open this first link. It's get open. It is not showing me to sign in because I have already signed in the Google Colab. If you are new to Google Colab, then you have to sign with your Gmail account. Then you can just click on the new. So here we are going to write all our Python code, and it is basically a very good feature, a cloud that we are using for running our Python code rather than reducing the process of installing the software and in our system and all that. Here you can write, and this is automatically the code will save into a drive. So this is how it's particularly you can write the code in this. Here, for example, I can show this is the cell where we'll be writing our code. You can write just print and you can double quotes hello world. For running this simple code, you can see here one button over here. You can click on this. Here we got the output as the hello world. So it's much easier. You have not to import any header file such thing. It is just a very simple writing a code in Python, and you can save your file over here. Just you can save it like program, something like this, and it will directly save to your drive. So that's why we are using Google Colab for running all our Python programs, because it's much easier. Next, coming to the comments, that we know there are comments which are there in Python. So comments are also very easy in Python. If you want to write a single command, then you have to use just hash and write the command. And if you want to use a multiple line commands, then you can use the double quotes triple times and you can write the commands in multiple lines. So here I'll be showing the single command. You can write just giving the hash and writing. You can write like this, and if you run here, so it will just run the whatever it is there in the print. It will not get the output of the commands. So it is just for our references. We will be writing the comments for better understanding of what the code is saying. So next, coming to the variables. What are variables? Variables are nothing but it reserves the memory location to store the values, and it means that when you create a variable, you reserve some space in the memory. For example, here I am initializing a value like a is equals to something 20 and b is equals to code red fun. Here I am storing some value or some string. And now here I can print a comma b. Now let's run it. So here we got the 20 and code with fun. So you have seen that how it is easy to initialize a variable to the keywords in Python. Now that's the thing, that a variable name cannot start with the number and it must start with the underscore or any alphabet that is acceptable. It should only contain an alphabet or it can contain the underscores as well. Now you cannot declare the Python using keywords as a variable. Yeah, like if we have any identifier name particular, now it has Python. Like Python have keywords, total 33 keywords we have. And how can you see those particular keywords? For that, I'll just show you. First you have to import a keyword, and then we can I'll just show you how to do that. We have to import keyword, then print, then we have to use print keyword dot kw list. So here we got all the keywords which we have to not use as a variable. See, and, true, this, await, break, class, and all those things. We have to not use this. All keywords. They are total 33 keywords in Python. So if we just used something like break equals to 20, so it will give you an error that it is a keyword. You have to not use. Next, coming to the data types, basics of data types and how it is classified in Python. So we have two types, that is immutable and mutable. Now immutable are those which are unable to change. That means we cannot change or you cannot add or remove the particular value. Whereas coming to the mutable data types, that means it can be we can able to change or you can add or remove the values from the mutable, not from immutable. So immutable we have numbers, strings, tuples and all. Next, coming to the mutable, we have list, dictionary, sets and all. We will be discuss about them in detail in our upcoming videos about each data type. But how can we right now check that if any particular value passed to any variable, then what is the particular data type of that? And so far that we have a function in Python and the name of the function is that type. So for example, let's see what is that data type, what is the type of that variable. Let's check. Let's give a is equals to something 20 and b is equals to something string value will give, and let's give c is equals to some float value will give. Now let's print using this type function where we can use this type A. I'm just copying this one. what is the type of B, what is the type of C. So now let's run it. We got it. So A, it contains the integer value, B contains the string value, and C contains the float value. This is how we will be seeing the what is the data type, what is the type of the variable. So by the end of this video, we have discussed about how we can bring the particular statement or print several lines of statements and Python commands, and how can we initialize a variable, and what are the several keywords which are there which we cannot take as a name of the variable or identifier. And we have also seen the use of type function. For more concepts and programs of Python, stay tuned. Thank you everyone. Hope you people like it. Share and subscribe to my channel.